A lot of these girls is under control from the Yakuza. You know what I mean? You know, they got and if they see me with the camera, they don't want me to actually film them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, you know what I mean? You're gonna get out Akihabara Station or wherever, you know, you come from. And this is Electric Town, you know what I'm saying? Akihabara, aka Akiba. This place is nice, man, for the otakus, you know what I mean? And the freaking anime nerds or anybody that's into gaming and, you know what I mean? Manga, Japanese anime, all that type of stuff. This place is in Tokyo, Japan. The name of the train stop is Akihabara. You know what I'm saying? Basically, all you gotta do is ask the freaking train customer service people. Just say Akihabara doko desu ka? Desu ka is a question in Japanese language, and they'll tell you like exactly where to go and how to find it. They'll tell you the platform. They'll tell you all that. So yeah, man, it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday, so basically on Sundays, what they do is they close off the streets so people could walk in the middle of the street. But for some reason, this side is not like that. But I'm gonna take you around to the other side. This place is just chock full of anime type stuff. You know what I mean? You got your little, you know what I mean? You know, yeah, and like I said, take a shot for every time I say, you know what I mean, in this video. You might die, but, you know, it's whatever. Gamers, everything, man. This place right here is in particular, I can't talk. In particular, it has game-related things and, you know, freaking stuff like this. You know what I mean? You got posters, you got all types of little hentai-related. Like, look at this little statue right here. You get all this kind of stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? And you got your little vending machines with your whatever the capsule stations. You know? It's lit out here for everybody that like this nerd stuff. Statues everywhere. There's a whole bunch of stores with Gundam and all types of stuff over here. So just make sure you come here when you come to Japan. I'm gonna take y'all around and show you this one spot called Super Potato. That's like a vintage. It got new games and old games and all types of stuff in there. But for some reason, I don't know why, but Sunday they usually close the streets off and let people walk in the middle of the street. And today is Sunday, so I don't know what's going on and why they don't allow that, but you know, it's whatever. It's noon, so they usually stop it at 4 p.m. They go to maid cafes and shit. You know what I mean? You got you're handing out pamphlets. Can I get a pamphlet? What's this? Hey, what's up? Can I get a pamphlet? Thank you. So as I was saying earlier, they open up the situation where you could actually walk in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying? No cars come through here. I think it's after noon, after 12 noon. You can stand straight in the middle of the street and freaking no cars on a Sunday. And just wild out to your heart's content. Akihabara, baby. This place is lovely. Sega. I'm trying to find me one of them spots. This spot right here, that Love Mercy spot right there, that's nothing but like sexual things, you know what I'm saying? You go in there if you want, but yeah. Yeah, man, so you could just stand around here and spin in a circle, you know what I'm saying? Literally just spin in a circle. Being happy as hell, you know what I mean? Like I am. Ah, yes, Japan. But I mean, if you walk in the middle of the street, you ain't gonna be able to see all the stores up close and personal like over here. And then over here, you know. This place, Lamtara, they got a lot of they got some, like the first floor is basically freaking you know, like, you know what I'm saying, innocent stuff. You know what I mean? But you go in the basement, if you keep going up, Oh boy. That's when you run into your, you know what I mean? Your little nasty things. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful. Be careful now, be careful. Alright. Yeah. Pigeons flying free, you know what I mean? Everybody just running around and flipping around. So yeah, man, I'm gonna try to go up in one of them little model stores and see what's good. Whatever you want. That place up there, well, is it that place? Well, yeah, further up. I think further down. If you like model cars, model trains. You know what I mean? My father likes model cars. I buy him stuff over there. Just like I was telling you with Lamtara, with that type of nasty things. You know what I mean? You want nasty stuff? You want nasty stuff? Okay, we gonna give you some nasty stuff. This place right here, Mulan as well. It's either in the basement or you keep climbing up, and then you get some things you shouldn't be looking at. With your nasty selves. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we do. Now the one thing about Akihabara is that they got a lot of these chicks out here like handing out pamphlets, get you in their cafes and all that. A lot of these girls is under control from the Yakuza. You know what I mean? You know, they got and if they see me with the camera, they don't want me to actually film them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a whole seedy underground situation going on here when it comes to these girls out here. I mean, they're not enslaved or nothing, you know what I'm saying? They just need some money. They trying to do their thing, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the situation when it comes to that type of stuff. Like little high school girls from 18 and up, they out here like, you know, selling all types of pamphlets. Not selling pamphlets, they just passing out pamphlets to come to their little cafe. But I heard it's controlled by the Yakuza or whatever. As you can see, that girl try to like hide her face and shit. But it's all good. She's probably got some family back home that wanted to see her out here doing this. But at the same time, this is not even that bad in comparison to other places I've been to, like Thailand, where chicks is literally out in the street selling ass. You know what I'm saying? All these chicks doing out here is selling pamphlets. Not selling pamphlets, passing out pamphlets. You know what I'm saying? So unless they do, I mean, it's still shameful in their eyes to be doing that. You know what I mean? So that's a little, I want to just show you that area right there. I mean, they're everywhere, but that one area in particular, it's usually a whole bunch of them, especially at night. You see a whole bunch of them out here. And like I said, I mean, in America, you got gang activity, you got, you know what I'm saying, blood crips, you got your mafia, you got all that type of stuff. You know, not the same level, of course, but yeah, you know what I mean. You got situations like that. But in Japan, what you staring at? In Japan, you got the Yakuza, and they do everything underground. Like they do everything behind the scenes. They're not seen. They're not usually seen. They move inside. You know what I'm saying? They move in silence with their stuff. So you really ain't gonna run into no bullshit unless you go looking for like that type of. You know what I'm saying? If you get into the drug stuff, you get into like, you know what I mean, like trying to buy some ass. Or, you know what I'm saying? When you start doing underground like stuff that's not, you know, technically legal. You know what I mean? Then you start running into the Yakuza if something goes wrong. If something don't go wrong, you ain't gonna run into them. If everything is smooth transactions, you ain't gonna run into them. But if you go into them situations and it's a bad transaction, Yakuza pop out of nowhere with the suits and the bats, you know what I mean? So, but Japan overall is a very, 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 very safe place. You see little kids walking home, little girls walking home, like little freaking 8-year-old girls walking home at night by themselves. Because nobody's, you know what I'm saying, doing nothing bad as far as like snatching them up and kidnapping them as to the level of America, you know what I mean, in the level of a lot of other countries. You do have a lot of this thing called chikan, whereas the Japanese dudes or whatever, they go out there and they touch chicks in the train stations and stuff like that, on the buses and the public transportation. They like fondle them or whatever. You got that goes on. You know what I mean? That goes on. That's why you got a lot of Japanese pornos in those scenarios where there's a businessman on a bus or a train, and he like, you know what I mean? He just touching girls and him having sex on the train or whatever. We know with actors. That's why you got a lot of those types of styles of porno out here in Japan, the JAVs. But yeah, man, you know, I just wanted to tell you about that, you know what I mean? You know, Japan is very nice, very safe, very good, but then you do have that underground aspect. And you see more of that in Shinjuku than Akihabara. Still out here in Akihabara, you know what I mean? I don't even know where to go. But just walking around is cool as hell. Cool enough. Everybody, like I told you, the streets is closed off. You can walk in the middle of the street, but then you ain't gonna be able to see all the stores. So, like this one right here. Anime everywhere, you know what I mean? Let me see if I can find some more of those model joints. Oh, they got Pokemon stuffed dolls on a first floor basis thing going on.